Alright, hey everybody, welcome to another episode of TEW Local to Global 1987. We're back with some GCW, and we're here on the Monday, 5th of May, 1997 for Fuel. We also got Rival Pro, Rival TV to book, but we're going to look at the results for Fuel first. And before we start, I just have to say that Elimination Chamber was fantastic. Cody Rhodes yelling out to The Rock, "Go F yourself," was probably my second favorite part, because what happened directly after was my favorite part of the show. And if you haven't seen it, go see it immediately. It's most likely on YouTube. You'll have no problem finding it. John Cena officially turns heel, and I've never been more invested in pro wrestling than I am currently because of this heel turn. So, it's pretty fantastic. Alright, with that being said, let's get into today's episode. So, we're starting off with The Rock and Jesse Ventura cutting a promo, and J.J. Dillon comes out, and he announces that The Rock won't face Steve Austin at Resilience and Romance. No, he will be facing the man who he won the championship from the first time. He'll be facing The Undertaker at Resilience and Romance for the GCW Championship. It's a 96. Alright, let's get into the gauntlet, the BPI versus Prodigy gauntlet, with the winner receiving an opportunity at Booker T in the Intercontinental Championship. So we're starting off with Perry Saturn and Lance Storm, and Perry Saturn gets the better of Lance Storm, eliminating him in 9 minutes with a diving elbow. This gets an 80. Satoshi Kojima comes out next. They have their little exchange, goes on for 8 minutes, but Kojima gets the victory with the Emerald Flosion. Chris Benoit comes out next. He manages to tap out Satoshi Kojima in 10 minutes. Unfortunately, they don't click. And out comes Dean Malenko to finish off the gauntlet, but Chris Benoit gets the victory over Dean with a fast roll-up, getting the victory with a 90. But hold on, Shane Douglas comes out, and he inserts himself into the gauntlet, I suppose. I don't know how he got in it, but he beats down Chris Benoit, who is not expecting Shane Douglas. He hits him with a pile driver and gets the victory. So Shane Douglas is the new number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship. I don't know how Shane got into the gauntlet match, but he's in it, and he wins it. So Chris Candido and Chris Jericho, tag team champions, are cutting a promo, and the New Age Outlaws come out. So they have their little exchange. We've got Steve Austin cutting a promo, and Jesse Ventura ends up coming out. So Steve Austin's getting stale, and so is Lance Storm. So I'm going to write that down somewhere. Lance Storm, Steve Austin. We'll go tweak those gimmicks in just one moment. Steve Austin gets a promo. Jesse Ventura comes out, and he announces that Steve Austin will be facing Ken Shamrock in tonight's main event. So gets a 100. Rey Mysterio versus Aguirre for the Cruiserweight Championship. Rey retains the title in 617. Rey's also getting stale, so let's mark him down as well, just so we don't forget. And a crowd rating was awful, but the wrestling was good, so gets a 70. Afterwards, the Latino World Order beat down Rey Mysterio, and Chavo and Billy come out. And they make the save for Rey Mysterio. So we're continuing with the LWO storyline, feuding with Rey, now with Billy and Chavo in his corner. Shawn Michaels gets a promo on Mankind. Unfortunately, he didn't win the title last night, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. But it's fine, because he's going to take out Mankind. So, yeah, it's an 86. And then your main event, Steve Austin gets the victory over Ken Shamrock with the stunner. Gets a 94 to end their show with a 93. Good show. Popularity goes up all over, which is fantastic. So now I've got a spot show to book for Rival Pro, and I haven't done the actual matches yet. I haven't booked it. I haven't done the spreadsheet yet. so I'm going to have to do that real quick. But it's fine. I forgot to mention, so Championship Wrestling 182, which was not last episode, the episode before that. Yes. It was actually supposed to be Championship Wrestling 181. I got the count wrong. So what we're going to do is we're going to say that was Championship Wrestling 182, and 181 was a untelevised house show held in the tri-state region at Madison Square Garden, we're saying in front of 20,000 fans. I feel like we could pull that for Championship Wrestling. So what's going to happen with that is Championship Wrestling is going to be done with. We're done with Championship Wrestling. I'm putting it aside. We're going to focus on individually named pay-per-views from now on. The main ones are going to stay No Love Lost, March Massacre, all Revolution, obviously, Halloween Hell, Summer Showdown, Defiance, Resilience, and Romance, and then your yearly European or outside U.S. pay-per-view. This year it's Siege in Scotland. Those are going to remain the same. The other ones are gonna rotate. We're gonna have different names for them. But anyway, Championship Wrestling done with. I'm gonna book this spot show. I'll be right back. We're gonna book Rival TV in just one moment. All right, let's get into Rival TV, and I think I'm gonna stop the spot shows. Just gonna stop them all together because if I don't have them, it saves me a little bit of time, and I could probably put out more episodes at a faster rate. So instead, we're just going to run the shows. So Stevie Ray is going to open the show. We're going to have Nova, Steven Richards, Blue Meanie come out. And they're going to get jumped by Baron Von Buchanan and Darren Drozdow. So, Stevie Ray promo, BWO come out, Buchanan and Draws jump them. Give this around 8 minutes. It's going to open the show. Opening segment. Next up, we're going to have Mike Awesome versus Christian Cage. Give them around 10 minutes with Mike Awesome getting the victory via disqualification. Alright, here you go. Alright, and after that disqualification, we're going to have Edge and Christian beat down Disco Inferno and Mike Awesome. So let's do Edge and Christian, beat down Awesome and Disco. Give them around 5 minutes for that. Afterwards, we're going to have a backstage promo with the Hardys. Okay, Hardys backstage promo. Are they talking about anything specific? They are. They're talking about the Dudleys. Okay, give them 5 minutes for that. Okay. Alright, next up we're going to have Johnny Ace versus, is it Super Crazy? It is Super Crazy. So we'll give them around 7 minutes for that with Johnny Ace getting the victory. Afterwards, we're going to have Johnny Ace cut a promo. Okay, Johnny Ace challenges. Who is he going to challenge? He's going to challenge the TV champion Goldberg. 5 minutes. Put that right there. Alright, after that, we've got a fatal 4-way. Rob Van Dam, X-Pac. Rob Van Dam, X-Pac, Jerry Lynn, Just Incredible. Give them around 15 minutes with Rob Van Dam, Robbie V, getting the victory. And after that, we can have Taz attack Rob Van Dam to end the show. It's not too bad. We're going to have to cut a little bit of time, so let's cut off 1 minute off the Stevie Ray BWO segment, and let's cut off 1 minute from Johnny Ace and Super Crazy. And let's run the show. So we're starting off with the Stevie Ray promo. BWO comes out, and they are jumped by Baron von Buchanan and Darren Drozdov. Next up, we've got Mike Awesome getting a victory over Christian Cage via disqualification. Afterwards, we've got Edge and Christian beating down Disco Inferno and Mike Awesome. The Hardys cut a backstage promo on the Dudleys, who beat them down last week after their tag match. Johnny Ace gets a victory over Super Crazy with the Ace Crusher. Afterwards, he lays out a challenge to Rival Pro Television Champion Goldberg, gets a 64. And then your main event, Fatal 4-Way, Rob Van Dam pins Just Incredible with the Frog Splash, and it gets a 65. Afterwards, Rival Pro Heavyweight Champion Taz attacks his newest challenger, Rob Van Dam, to end the show, gets us a 65. Great show. Should up our popularity. Almost. So not too bad. I forgot to tweak the gimmicks of Lance Storm, Steve Austin, and Rey Mysterio, so let me do that real quick, and then we'll end off the episode. I also have to remove the events for the spot shows because we're done with those. I just don't really want to do them anymore. They're way too time-consuming. Alright, so Minoru Tanaka now in Rival Pro as well. So events. Oh, looks like Boris Malenko is going to be retiring. He's one of our road agents on the main roster, so we're going to have to go take care of that. Our next pay-per-view for Rival Pro is scheduled on June 15th. It is Retribution. Alright. So we're done with the Rival Pro. Let's go to GCW. So Boris Malenko is retiring from the wrestling business in 30 days. So let's check that real quick. Let's check our road agents. So we've got Antonio Inoki, Boris Malenko, Kenta Kobashi, Nick Bockwinkel, and Pat Patterson. So if Boris wants to retire, he can. Okay, he really wants to retire. That's fine. You know what? He's a good road agent, but we don't really need him. We've got 4. I would really like to have 6 because of the brand split that's coming soon. But we have time to get 2 more. So we're just going to let Boris go. He can retire. How big's his contract anyway? So it's not that big. So, alright. Boris wants to retire. That's fine with me. Okay, what else were we going to do? We're going to tweak the gimmicks. And then we're going to show the new events. We can show that first, actually. So, Resilience and Romance is next. It's on May 25th. Defiance is on June 29th. Siege in Scotland is on July 27th. Summer Showdown, of course, August 30th. GCW Vendetta is going to be our September event this year. It's not gonna remain Vendetta, but it's gonna be the Vendetta for 1997. Halloween Hell. Our November pay-per-view before Revolution is gonna be Resolution Before Revolution. So after that in January it's Aftermath, so as in the aftermath of Revolution. No Love Loss, March Massacre, and then in April of next year, 1998, it's gonna be Last Man Standing, which is probably where we're going to crown our new or our second world champion after the brand split, because one champion's going to go in one brand and then we're going to need a new world champion on the other, so we're probably going to have that there. So Rey Mysterio needs a tweak of his gimmick. Okay, Steve Austin and Lance Storm. So Lance Storm needs a new gimmick. Prepare a gimmick change. So what? He's good at badass. He would probably be good at legitimate, right? I would think so. So legitimate, we're gonna say technical wizard. It's gonna be pretty generic. Right? You can't really get innovative with Lance Storm. All right. Thank you guys for watching this episode of GCW. Make sure to like if you like this video, subscribe if you want more. We'll see you guys in the next episode. So have a good one. Goodbye.